hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, YouTube? So today I'm going to be doing the breakdown, y'all, of Kerrion's Franklin's arrest. Before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this topic. I'm also going to be talking about a vast majority of other topics dealing with the bad boys, but of course we want to start talking about Kerrion's arrest first. So of course, this is considered the Bad Boys After Show. So you guys already know I always usually have a co-host if I don't do it on my own. So of course, I'm going to introduce Lou, as you guys saw on the last two after shows that I did. Hey, Naomi, the last two after shows that I did. So welcome, Lou.
Hello. Get with the Lou or get with the flop, even though I'm looking like the flop, but I'm still gonna bop to the top.
Okay.
The name is right here in the corner. So follow me on TikTok. Get with the name, get with the game. We running on a high flame. And that's on abundance.
Hold on. I need because I know there's a setting to show the viewers' names, like guest names, and you can't even see my name.
But really? I have no idea. Because like I know with the StreamYard thing, like it asks you to put a name in when you Girl, these technical difficulties, that is the kryptonite of a content creator.
Like you don't know, like you know, of course, because you're a content creator. Creating, like making a video and then watching it back and it's not good because of the quality of the sound and stuff like that. You want to break the phone or computer that you're using, like break it. You're like, are you
when
kidding
I tell
me?
you,
because you feel fake doing it over.
I be having to calm myself down because even with my laptop, like even just doing simple homework, like technical difficulties are a whole nother beast. They are a whole nother source of aggression. Like the way I'm just like, okay, let me calm down because if I break this laptop, I'm gonna be wrong. I'm gonna be schizophrenic. But this piece of machinery was not playing with this foolery yesterday, but now today I do what I did yesterday, and now you want to go another way.
Exactly.
You're gonna trigger some PTSD.
Busy, I'm wanting to, like this past week I've been like like I wanted to cry every 2 days.
And those always happen on your busiest days. Those always happen on your like
yesterday I was supposed to record everything. I was supposed to talk about Carryon's arrest yesterday because this happened yesterday. Everybody's now finding out about it now.
It happened
late yesterday. Yes, it happened late yesterday. And I found out about it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be the first one to hop up on it. Streamer went at dumb, the quality blurry. Because what I do, I do little pre-records before I actually record a thing. Every little pre-record I did blurry, sound was messed up. I'm like, anyways, let's get to the tea. So yeah, Kerrion, right? Kerrion. So this article is courtesy of the Jasmine brand. So this was the official article of when Kerrion basically got arrested. So I'm gonna read the article here, courtesy of the Jasmine brand, of course. So this is what the Jasmine had to say. They say Kerrion. They said okay. Franklin's son Kerrion Franklin arrest might involve a lot more than a simple vehicle violation. Reed continued and shared when he looked into what it would take to get Franklin out of jail. He learned that the bad boy had some serious charges against him. So basically, he continued and claimed that during the initial stop, Franklin got into an altercation with the cops, which resulted in a resisting arrest charge. In addition to that, police reportedly found an illegal gun inside the vehicle that Franklin was driving, which added another charge. However, according to Reed, Franklin said the police are trying to slap 2 other charges on him just because, and he never resisted arrest. Franklin also alluded that the gun found by police was planted inside the car. So basically, Mr. Kerrion was, I'm going to summarize it for y'all, doing his little driving, right? In a woman's car who's reportedly deceased, allegedly deceased, right? So the police stopped him because I guess they were looking for that car or whatever. When they found the car and stopped him, he resisted arrest because they found a gun in the car, right? They ended up finding a gun in the car. And when they were trying to take him in, because I guess he didn't have the license for the gun for that to be in that car, they end up finding out later on because he already had a warrant. And I'm gonna play 2 videos that's gonna explain it even better than I am. He ended up having warrant out and actually charges from another state, I believe. And then they're basically, police was hunting him down. They were trying to get him, to be honest. And not next thing you know, when they end up getting him for the gun or whatever, right? And him resisting arrest, they end up finding out the car that he was driving belonged to a deceased woman. So they're thinking, why are you driving this dead woman's car? Did you kill her or not? So yeah. That's basically a little gist of it. What do you think about this whole situation before I dive deeper into it and show some video receipts of basically Kerrion's, I think, gay dad, in my opinion, had to say about it?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you think about this whole situation so far?
Oh, I thought you were going to show the receipts. Okay. So let me go ahead and run my mouth real quick. First things first. Now, I'm not surprised at Kerrion's shady past, only because I know he hasn't had the easiest life. Now y'all do remember when we were first introduced to him, like it was when he was recording his dad and everything like that. And I remember that I guess somebody who he was with in a halfway house, I don't know if it was a halfway house, whatever type of house it was, this roommate or whatever, I guess he recorded Kerrion and pushed that out to the blogs or something of the sort. And
like it was a lot of voicemails and stuff like that. I remember Armand playing it. Yes.
What's actually crazy is the person who recorded Kerrion, I believe allegedly, because I'm not Tasha K.
Hashtag on allegedly.
Okay, let's tack it on a 2 times for the 2 tape. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly that person has ended up dead themselves. So I don't know what that's about, but what I do know is like Kerrion definitely has not been home. Okay, he has not been under Kirk Franklin's wing.
Right.
So I don't know. It's something about him that gives me like a screw is loose.
And I've said that. Didn't I say that? Remember I said he's very like, his actions to me, he's not the type of person that's going to fist fight you. He'll kill you. Allegedly.
You did say that. Yeah, he gives me the type of, he gives me that loner black boy in the class that's like really cool, that's not homophobic, that you would like, but like don't mess with him. Right, exactly. Like I would like if we were in high school, I would talk to him, I would flirt with him, but then like when he would get mad, I'd be like, oh girl, like I mean he ain't never acted like that way around me, so I don't know.
Exactly. So, yeah.
So I don't know what Mr. Kerrion. I don't know.
Mr. Kerrion. Let's play the video of basically Kerrion's, I think that's like his mentor or whatever. Saying what Kerrion said, like when he called Kerrion, and also Kerrion went on his YouTube channel and basically say his piece about the whole situation and everything like that. So this is what he had to say about everything. Make sure I'm sharing my screen. Okay, perfect.
We got the presentation up. Okay, we got the specs on best.
Let me do it again just to make sure. Let me make sure. So it's got to make sure it's right because stream already had it up.
Okay, well we don't have time for us to technical difficulties, girl, because it ain't nothing but the devil.
Oh yeah, so in this video you're gonna see this is Kerrion's mentor basically speaking on the whole situation about
I believe that's who Larry Reed.
Right, Larry Reed,
okay,
right. Larry Reed on YouTube.
Larry Reed.
Shout out to Larry, right. Shout out to Larry Reed on YouTube. So that was him basically saying, shoot. Well, I lost the link, y'all. Well, I lost the link. Okay, I found it. Okay.
Kerrion.
While I look for this video, guys, make sure you guys hit that like, comment button. Yes. Please comment and hit that like button fast, and follow Get It With Lou on Instagram. So this is what he had to say on his YouTube page.
And he was telling me that he had been arrested and he's been locked in jail He said he was wrongfully arrested. Now, this is what he told me. He told me that he was wrongfully arrested and he was stopped because of his tail light. So when they did that, he said they're putting other charges. This is what he said, that they're putting other charges on him. And now they have locked them up and somebody he can't get out to Tuesday. So it was a very quick phone call. And I said, calm down, Kerrion, until we can get you out. And so when I began to look into getting him out, I began to run into some other things. When I looked, they arrested him because of some charges in Texas. And the charges in Texas, there's no bond for. But as they begin to deal with Kerrion, now you watch Bad Boy Club, so you know how that can go. And you also have heard the audio between him and his dad. You know, both of them pop off. And so in that exchange, there was an altercation with the cops. They're now calling it resisting arrest. So that's another charge.
And is it me or does this Larry Reed sound like one of those Pentecostal pastors? Don't he sound like that?
It was giving TD
Right,
Jakes.
TD Jakes. He was just
Straight
like, I
up
called
TD
Carryon,
Jakes.
and I said, Carryon, don't let the Lord give up on you. I said, the devil is taking over. And it's arrest.
The devil thought he
sounds like
me.
because I grew up in church, so like he just gives.
Girl,
me
you already
like,
know. You already know how the
video.
black churches give it up.
Right.
And then they began to search his car. Stop for the tail light, allegedly. But I got to tell you something else that I'm finding out with that. And they searched the car, and then they found a gun, allegedly. Now, Kerrion told me on the phone that they're trying to slap 2 other charges on him just because.
Turn your Bibles to Corinthians 11:12.
So Kerrion is saying he did not, if I take the one he said, he did not resist arrest, and that there was no gun that they found that was his. So I'm assuming that he's alleging that the gun was planted. So then I found out that there basically was no way for us to really get him, at least not right now. I haven't discovered one because they have to extradite him to Texas. Someone calls me because of my post. So then they began to tell me how he had been questioned for a murder. So he called me today. And he was telling me that he had been arrested and he's been locked.
Okay, so that was basically the video. And that's Larry Reed, of course, like I said before. That's like basically, I think that's like Kerrion's mentor or whatever. He went on record and also saying how he has paid for Kerrion's mental health help or whatever, for counseling and everything like that. So it's kind of good that he has somebody like that in his life that can kind of help him out, because him and his dad are on good terms, which is really, really sad, because you would think him being a pastor and everything like that, he would kind of like look over all the things that Kerrion did and just kind of forgive him. So I'm glad that he has somebody like Larry Reed in his corner. So yeah, what do you think about this video before I play the next video, where Kerrion basically calls in and gives his statement basically? And I wore this white shirt because we are in court.
Okay, right. In the courts of law and in the courts of public opinion. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent
or not?
Child, we shall see. We shall see. Only time will tell. Will it be swell? But it's very unfortunate that Kerrion and Kirk Franklin are not seeing eye to eye. I hope that they'll be able to see eye to eye right now, because Tyler Perry said it best. A family that prays together will stay together. Y'all just need some prayer. And Kerrion, you need to call your damn daddy, because you need a good attorney. Larry Reed, listen, if you can get bailed out, that's not the issue. You gonna need you an attorney, and you gonna need a good one. And that Kirk Franklin money, oh yeah, baby, that's gonna be the one that's gonna get you that good representation. So yeah, they definitely need to go ahead and have a conversation. If Yanla, hey, I give great advice. So, if y'all ever want me to come in and facilitate, I will do oh so great.
Are you going to do a not in my watch moment?
Listen, I'm just gonna be. So where do you think the relationship went wrong?
And then Kirk's
Okay,
gonna
give me
start, and
very.
you're gonna be like, no, my gosh. I do think, though, on a serious matter, I do think though that the cops could have planted the gun in the car. We
Yeah, because you can't
have
trust
known
these
police of
cops.
doing stuff like that. We can't trust these cops. Once they find something that you're guilty of small, and you're a black person, let's keep it real and be honest.
Let's
They'll
keep
like
it
to
all the
find
way
other little
funky.
things to kind of slap it on you and kind of pile it on you, just so that you'll have a harder time getting justice for something. So I wouldn't doubt that they try to basically find more and more to kind of get him in more deeper in trouble. So that to me isn't a shock if that did happen. So
Yeah.
let's keep that on record.
I don't put anything past these cops. You know, you can't trust them. They're paid by taxpayer dollars to serve and protect, but that's the least that they do. And when they do serve and protect, it's for a specific group, and they're not even this dark. So
yeah.
Hello. But yeah, I just really am just very intrigued to see how this is going to turn out.
Yeah.
I want to know, will he get released for the reunion? Because this is going to be a good one. This is going to be
I
a
thought
good one.
about that too. Sadly, it's
Okay,
selfish of me to think of that, but I'm just like, damn, the reunion's gonna suck if he's gonna be able to show up. He's like half of the storyline.
Call me Sally selfish, because that's exactly that was the first thing that I thought about. I was like, will he get released for the reunion?
Right.
So, because he has a lot of drama going on, but
yeah. On a serious note, though, I really do hope that he is able to get great legal help and that he'll be able to get out of this, because murder isn't something you play with law-wise.
Yeah,
you
I
can get a
don't
lot
know.
of
Like,
years for it.
this definitely threw me for a loop. I mean, I don't want to believe that he murdered somebody. Now, can we put it past him? Okay, allegedly. What?
Allegedly.
What did Cardi B say?
Allegedly.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Yes, I don't want to believe that he's guilty of this crime, but you know, you can't put anything past anybody.
Right.
I'm just thrown for a loop. I'm just thrown for a goddamn loop.
It was shocking though when I seen it last night when I was freaking fighting with StreamYard. I was like, oh my god, like Jesus is
the way I dropped my damn phone. I dropped my phone to the ground.
Because I saw that yesterday. And then also Kerrion called into the Larry Reid show and basically gave his statement basically about the whole situation, and this is what he had to say about the weapon and everything that he's being accused of.
Okay, what was said?
Well, when they did that, he said that they're putting other charges. This is what he said, that they're putting other charges on him. And now they have locked them up and somebody he can't get out to Tuesday. He called me today and he was telling me that he had been arrested and he's been locked in jail. He said he was wrongfully arrested. Now, this is what he told me. He told me that he was wrongfully arrested and he was stopped because of his tail light. When I looked, they arrested him.
All right, so this is the stuff we've already seen.
Kerrion is saying he did not, if I take the one he said, he did not resist arrest.
Right.
And that there was no gun that they found that was his. Kerrion is saying he did not, if I take the one he said, he did not, basically was no way for us to really get him, at least not right now. I haven't discovered one because they have to extradite him to Texas. Basically was no way for us to really, someone calls me because of my post. So then they began to tell me how he had been questioned for a murder. And I said, okay, well, he told me that the brake light, whatever, was out. And that's why they stopped him. They said, that may not be the reason why they stopped him, because he's driving the car of the murdered victim. And I said, okay, well, he told me that the brake light, whatever, was out. And that's why they stopped him. They said, that may not be the reason.
Yeah, so that's kind of a little shocking. It's just not something to play with. It's just really not.
It's the murdered victim that keeps throwing me for a loop, because what I'm trying to figure out is, okay, well, if he had warrants out, okay, cool. But if he was driving in somebody else's car, how would they even know how to track him down because he's not driving in his
His
own
own
car.
car. That's the thing. I guess this is what I would think happened. They were trying to find the car of the murdered women, allegedly. So when they were looking for it, turns out he's in it. Find a gun. Already has warrants out. All that situation. That's what I see happening.
Now with the gun could have easily been planted. I mean, these police walk around with guns, and I have seen like footages in my Cardi B voice. There was like this clip on Facebook or some type of social media, and thank God this black man was recording or whatever. And literally, like the cop literally had like a baggie of weed, and he threw it in the car, and then he was like, "What's this?" And he was like, I just recorded you. Like, you literally threw that in there. I'm like, child, let me tell you something. This is why I be very much Christian Caucasian woman. I be making sure I got my license, my registration, and all that good stuff. Because me in jail, it's not doing it. It's not. Just the thought of jail makes me go pale. You see my skin? I'm about to die. It's just not giving what it needs to give.
You turn into Willow.
What? I'm gonna be giving very much the baddest. It's so hard to be white.
I'm gonna toot it and boot it. We need to come up with our own t-shirts. Hashtags toot it and boot it, y'all.
A toot and a boot. She is not coming through.
Like, he needs to literally patent that because that is creative. Like, nobody says that. Be like, we are gonna toot it and boot it.
Boot it. No, that's a quote.
Very cool.
That's definitely a quote. I mean, listen, because he's clearly not a bad boy, so he had the plan. He just needed the platform. Girl, now it's time to make the platform work for you because you did not work for the platform. But yeah, when it comes to, first of all, Larry Reid definitely was a preacher in his past life because I was itching. I was itching to grab my Bible. Itching.
Like, literally, I thought at one point he was gonna be like, "But carry on." Like, I felt that was coming. Someone in the comments, Ashley said, now he could have been sold this hot car unknowingly that was a murdered victim's car, especially if it was purchased in Atlanta. No offense, LOL, scammers do it all the time. That is very true. So, yeah.
That's true.
And then said, how you on Bad Boys with a busted a whip? Please, Zeus needs to come with some real funding. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do this show because, like, the funds, I feel like, don't equate to the embarrassment.
They definitely don't because
they don't.
Them girls are getting embarrassed, and I don't know if the funds are matching. Now, I ain't got no view to their bank account, but Zeus ain't no Bravo, so I don't know.
Right. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the fans, not the fans, the cast reacting to his arrest. So there was some mixed reactions, some cast supporting him, and one particular cast member calling him out. And you guys already know Mullah Mo's probably somewhere laughing in a Talk Money Nothing Else hat, grinning his ass off.
Listen, you know Mullah is having a field day talking Kerrion and nothing else. You already know. You already know.
He's probably gonna call the jail and send a Kerrion commissary and send him some pictures of him and his apparel and say, "Oh, you thinking about me, babe?" Like stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mullah's gonna do that to make sure he keeps his attention.
If you wanted to Megatron by Carryon, that's all you had to say, girl. You had to do all that, but child.
So here we see Kerrion's basically arrest record or whatever. His real name is Franklin Rashad. Last name Franklin Rashad. First name Kerrion. So that is his real name. He was born in 1998. He's 33 years old. He has hazel eyes. He does look like his daddy in this picture. Resume, call your daddy. Let me stop.
Okay, Regine, call your daddy. Carry on. Call your daddy.
Let me stop. Okay, so Dylan said, "Oh, for him." Anthony said, "Bad Boys LA, love you, bro." I carry on, and then Gutta K, I already know Gutta K gonna ride for her nigga. Gutta K said, "My house has been innocent. He didn't do anything, but yeah." Right? The big one, Mr. Milan, right? So he said, "So I spent a whole month and a half with a killer in the house. You know what? I always knew something wasn't right upstairs in that man's head. I said it so many times, especially after he flipped on me. I just effing cannot So that's what Milan had to say. What do you think about what Milan had to say about Kerrion?
And so I'm not surprised that Milan had to say that because I know their beef is supposed to like start developing next episode. So I already know they're
Right.
not on the best kind of terms.
Right.
Milan is definitely one of those girls who's definitely gonna kick you while you're down. So I knew she was gonna have a Macy's Day parade with this one right here.
Him and Mula are gonna throw a party.
Oh yeah, you already know Mula and Milan are about to throw a Kerrion, Rashad, Franklin is over party. They're about to have a field day with this because Milan. I can't wait to see what their beef is about because that within itself
from what we
kind of
see in the
threw me
next
off.
preview, like it looks like Carryon's just calling him out for like no reason. He's just like, "Oh, look at you, sissy," or something like that. And then Milan's like, "Yeah, I am a sissy." I was like, "Oh wow."
But let me tell you something, because I do know what you're talking about. Because I did catch in the preview, he was like, I think he said something like, "Oh, y'all are a bunch of sissies" or something. And I'm like, I'm not gonna jump to conclusions.
Right.
But if you think, let me breathe, Lou.
Right. Someone's Ashley said, "Can we just send Super Gutter up in the courtroom to throw a chair or two like he did to that homeless man in Bad Boys Club in original?" I did see that. If you guys go on YouTube, Bad Boys Club, the original version, Gemini Films dropped his trailer of his own season of Bad Boys Club.
He did.
Right. So Gutter K was on the original season, and Gutter K almost fought like a homeless dude at one point. It was like
I do know what you're talking about.
Yes.
I do know what you're talking about. He did throw a chair at that man. That was very eventful. I was not expecting it, but hey, girl, defend yourself because these niggas be crazy. You got to go ahead and get crazy with them. But yeah, like Kerrion, I just hope that you're not about to do what I think you're about to do because, sweetheart, I'm just gonna wait till next week because I don't want to jump to conclusions because I'm like, Kerrion, I know for a fact you're not about to sit here and call anybody out of their name with a derogatory term
when
as
somebody
if
was questioning you.
As if you're not a part of the community. And what I've noticed is a lot of like a lot of like more masculine men in the LGBT community, they are not all of them, because I know the comments gonna be some not all, but a lot of them are under this impression as if they are better than like I guess more openly gays or more feminine gays, and it's just kind of like, sweetheart, if it wasn't for the femme gays, if it wasn't for the openly gays or whatever you want to call us, there would be no room for you to be openly gay. It was the femme gays, it was the trans girls, it was all the little sissies, all the little queers, all the little queens that were out there in the streets fighting lean and mean and getting harassed and getting beat up so that you could have a space to be openly gay. While you were hiding in the goddamn closet with a wife and I almost cursed.
That's what Milan. I talked about this on my recap. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, but that's what bothers me about Milan because I said that I feel like Milan is a pick-me. He's a very much a pick-me.
Pick-me energy
he's like,
to the team.
Like he's like, yay Moolah. Like it's so irritating to me to watch now, especially later on, like these last few episodes. I see he has a heavy pick-me energy and he wants to be accepted and basically accepted. Like he
because I saw that he posted one of the little bad boy T pages I posted that he posted on his story. He was like, "And FYI, Moolah and Curtis are nowhere near rainbow phobic," and I'm like, okay,
right. He's like really pick me. I don't think Curtis is, but I really think Moolah is because even in last night's episode, he was like, "I'm glad Willem's fruity ass is gone." I'm like, you're really making it this big deal as if this man went into your room while you were sleeping and like touched your crotch or something, like sexually harassed you. Like it's crazy to me. Like watching it, I'm like, oh my god, this man is so dramatic.
I want to see the footages. I want to see where
there is no footage. They didn't have
exactly.
Derell even said it. Derell went on record and basically backed up Willem. Was just like, oh, I was talking in a sense as if Willem did it. He was like watching it back. He didn't do anything. So all that scene where they were sitting in the pool talking about Willem, they were talking it as if they thought he did it, but they never seen it. But they were just taking his word, which they shouldn't have, because you saw how dramatic he was. Turns out there is no footage because Zeus would have shown it. I don't care what anyone says. Zeus would have shown it from the jump. Period. You think they're not going to show something like that to make Willem not look stupid? They showed him sitting there with his ass crack out. Why wouldn't they show that? They didn't have to
If
show that that's
Zeus is
crack,
gonna do
but they did.
if Zeus is gonna do anything, they're gonna exploit one of their cast
Right, they're gonna
members. So,
embarrass you. They're gonna expose you. So
so
what
if
makes y'all
Willem
think
would
they're
have
not
done
gonna show
that,
that footage? Come on now.
I
Anyways,
just I just knew something was off. I'm like,
yeah,
Moolah, girl, the Kerrion thing fell flat. You wanted another moment,
another
and that's that.
storyline. And he's good at reality TV. He's keeping his name in the blogs and in the Zoo sphere. So I was
He
just sharing my
is.
screen. Got a case said flying out to LA next week. Can't stop peeping his little smile when the queen name came up. Da, 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 I love my life. So what do you think about Carryon and Gutta K's relationship?
Okay. This is okay, what can I say? Okay. As far as their relationship and their friendship goes, I think it's super cute. I think it's super adorable. I'm here
Yeah.
for it. We love to see it. Da 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 da. Now, Gutta K. Are you sure you still want Kerrion today? Okay, because Thug Bay is not the way. Now, it's not even like, first of all, I'm gonna keep it real. And if anybody want to fight, y'all don't know where I live, so it don't even matter.
Da, da, da.
I think holding a man down in jail is dumb. I think it's stupid because I'm gonna tell you why. That man is fucking in jail. Okay. And that man that you're holding down, he would not hold you down if the tables were turned. How I know this, prime example, Yandy and Mendices. Do you remember when they went on that little couples therapy show?
Yeah.
And then Yandy was like, "Oh, well, if it was me, would you do it?" And he was like, "Oh, I can't say if I would do that for you." And I'm
Because you
like,
know how he talks with his teeth tight. He was just
"Okay,
like,
girl, he just like Candy. Them teeth be
right. This
glitch."
Candy. I don't
Okay.
know. You talking about my mama and like at the end of the day, that's my mama. And the old lady gang is hard. You
Okay.
fucking with my money. And I don't mess with my money, my husband, or my family. You feel me?
Because let me tell you something. That mama, that money, and that man, and her food, don't play with Candy about that. Because she gonna get you right. She gonna get you right. But yeah, like holding a man down when he is in jail doesn't pan out well. And then on top of that, girl, I think Kerrion is crazy. I'm just gonna put it out there. I think he has a couple of loose screws, and
He
he's
needs
the
heavy
type.
therapy.
Yes, I don't know what that man has been through, but Kirk Franklin, you were not as present as you needed to be because something gives me trauma. I don't know what, but something gives me trauma and something gives me that Kirk Franklin was too busy on tour and
Someone just said in the comments something very good to point out. They say Carryon was clearly a child victim like most Hollywood children are. Can't y'all tell? Which we can, because I said it from the first episode.
Yeah.
He's traumatized and mentally damaged when it comes to sexuality because it was taken from him. Please don't judge. I peeped that in the first episode.
I think that's what's going on.
I said
don't
that in the
know.
first episode. Didn't I
I
say
don't wanna
that? Remember, I was like,
assume
"Oh, he's traumatized by I said that, and we
something
barely saw him,
happened to
and I
him.
peeped that.
So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put this wild guess out there. I think something happened to him when he was younger. His dad wasn't there, and I guess he may have told his dad. His dad
And his dad
didn't
didn't believe it.
care,
Right.
or his dad didn't believe it, and then from there, that was the dissolution of their relationship. So I
Right.
think that's where all of that stems from. But
Right.
hey,
Allegedly, that's what I think happened too.
I am only psychic every day of the week. Don't ask me. Ask
Miss
Raven
Cleo,
Baxter.
only it works from hours 8 to 5.
Call me now. Call me
Call
now.
me now.
Okay. Hello. But yeah, so Gutta K, I just want you to be safe messing with a man like Kerrion because he gives me the type of vibes where it's kind of like you'll come in one day, y'all done moved in together, or you let him stay at your place, whatever, what have you. Y'all chilling one day, and then he turns around and he just look at you crazy, and you like, why are you looking at me like that? Before you know it, he's choking you out. I ain't got time. So I just hope that one, holding a man down in jail is not productive, and then two, you don't even know what the hell you're getting into. So
I'm
Gutta,
kind of scared for. I'm not saying I'm scared for Gutta, but it's like I wouldn't go down the Kerrion lane. I feel like he needs to get help on his own. Once he does do that, he'll probably be a great partner to somebody. Probably not to Gutta. I don't think he's
yeah.
attracted to Gutta. That's my opinion. They said this whole
I'm
situation is
gonna
very
be honest. I
interesting.
don't.
It's sparked a lot of conversation. You don't think so either?
I don't know what it is. Like, I would like to believe that he's feeling Gutta the way Gutta's feeling him, but
Mhm.
maybe he's really not, because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like they might have messed around, but then something gives me the vibes that Kerrion doesn't really look at Gutta like that, and I can attest. When you have a really engaging personality like Gutta or whatever, it's kind of hard to tell whether a guy is into you or not, because it's like you can just be really engaging and they can just be really like feeling the conversation, and because you're attracted to them you think they're really feeling you. One, it's just like you're just a vibe but they're not trying to
Right.
vibe inside of you. So I don't know,
Right.
I think he likes Gutta's energy but he's not really into Gutta.
Reciprocating it. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's mostly it for the Carryon situation. We still have other topics we're going to talk about as well. So of course I'm going to keep track of this on this channel. Hopefully StreamYard cooperates.
Okay,
But I'm
StreamYard
going to
sounds good.
I'm going to be keeping track of this whole situation, keeping you guys updated on this channel as well as other topics. So the next I wanted to talk about was the Bad Boys making the Real. And after this happened, the Real gets canceled. It's the curse of Moolah because he doesn't talk about money and anything else. He talks about sexuality and everything else. So guess what happens when you get him on the Real? It gets canceled. So Moolah
Hello.
Mo made the Real, and he had this to say in calling out the Real after it being ended up on there, because he said, "Now y'all want to drag me." Posted the picture, and he said, "Man, y'all need a different topic to talk about at the Real Daytime, trying to make me the bad guy, typical one-sided world we live in. But I can get questioned about my sexuality, right? Make it make sense. Y'all definitely out of pocket." This is why I said Moolah is undercover, because nobody's questioning. People make fun of him being DL, but nobody's questioning him. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
That
exactly.
comment to me is very weird. Nobody
This is my
questioned you.
thing.
You questioned someone else, actually. You get what I'm saying? So it's like nobody went up to you and was like, "Oh, Kerrion, we heard you like niggas." Da-da-da-da. Like, you get what I'm saying? So him saying that, I feel like he kind of just snitched on himself. What you think?
I agree.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Nobody is questioning your sexuality. The reason why your sexuality is the concept of a joke is because you're acting like a goddamn joke. As a straight man, and we're gonna say this time and time and time and time again, every time we bring up your name in the game, as a straight man, you should not be that concerned about another man's sexuality because, sweetheart, one thing about it and two things for sure, whatever Kerrion does not do anything for you.
Right.
So if Kerrion decided that he and Gutta wanted to sleep in the same bed and
Gotta.
you are in a room on the other side of the goddamn house, why would you be so concerned?
Right.
So we're not questioning your sexuality. At this point, we're questioning your
Your
mental
sanity.
stability.
Right.
Because maybe you are confused as to what you are. Are you a top or are you a bottom? I think that's what you're worried about.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think he gives me verse energy, but that's besides the point.
Girl, he
Someone
gives me
said
big burst energy. Big,
the
big,
fact
big,
that
big burst energy.
big burst energy. The fact
Okay.
that Kerrion is on the Zeus network when his charisma and personality is literally A-list potential shows that he's not all the way there. He needs guidance and true love in his life. So sad. That is true.
Yeah,
I do
that's
think that
true.
he shouldn't have went on the show to begin with. He belongs
Yeah.
on a bigger platform like a VH1. I wouldn't say Bravo TV, but like a VH1, like a MTV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those type of bigger networks. They say Kerrion could have had his own show where he has men and women competing for him, like Tila Tequila back in the day. So much star potential in him. I feel so bad for him right now. Like I said,
That
I
would
do
be
feel like,
cute.
yeah,
That would have aged. That
I wouldn't
would have
know if
been
he would be
really
comfortable
cute
doing it, but that is a pretty good idea because we haven't had a show like that in a minute.
in
So yeah,
some years. But yeah, I do think, I don't know, like Kerrion definitely deserves a bigger platform. I would have
right.
loved, because you've said this a couple of times, I would have loved to see him on more of like a celebrity therapy kind of thing or whatever with Dr.
Right.
Drew or something. Or maybe
They need
even
to bring that back. Remember Celebrity Rehab and all them therapy shows and stuff? They need to bring that back
girl.
and bring
They need to
celebrities that need mental help. That would be
Dr.
lit.
Drew. Dr. Drew, come on through and run it back, because
Right.
that right there was leading the pack.
Exactly.
Or
I was
maybe even
questioning Mulan's sexuality from the beginning because, being honest, I didn't know no straight man that would even go on some ish called Bad Boys Club.
thank you,
Just saying.
thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you. Like, I'm just trying to figure it out, because, and then you over there, Moolah's over there at the confessional, like, oh, they're telling us to be in our best behavior. I don't know if I can do that because I'm a bad boy. A boy?
You're so
A
whack.
boy? You're a
You're like
grown ass
30.
man.
You're a man.
You're a grown ass man calling yourself a bad boy. You did 10 years in jail to build a radio station and call yourself a bad boy. And you
This
want
show
us
to
to
me was the worst move he could have made career wise. That to me, it's like very much career suicide, like in front of my eyes.
and you want us to believe that you're not a bottom?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Marquise said, who would Kerrion be on a therapy show with? Because clearly Kirk barely wants to deal with him. In a dream world, if Kirk were to agree to do a show with him, there was a show on WeTV called like Family Boot Camp, sort of like it's like a marriage boot camp spinoff.
Yes, I do
And
remember
like
that. I do remember that.
right, Chrissy mom, no, not Chrissy mom, Jim Jones, like they all went on there, stuff like that. A show sort of like that with a bigger network. That's the type of show he actually needed. Not where y'all fighting and getting drunk and like it's stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like that was to me, I feel like being on that show was a setback for him.
Big facts. Because, like, with Zeus or whatever, it's like, y'all can't see her, because this is my problem with Zeus. And this not going to be a whole producer consultation, but this is my problem with Zeus. You could
That's
tell
where I stepped in away.
okay, because, you know, child, they're going to be like, okay. But I'm gonna let Andrew Caldwell handle that when talking to production.
We're talking about him next. Go, great entry. Go on.
Okay, but yeah, like you can tell the conversations are very contrived, very forced, very scripted. You could tell somebody's in the background, like, okay, talk about this. Okay, talk about this.
Right.
So it's like, y'all can't sit here and have him unwrap his trauma for like 30 seconds and then wrap it back up. Like, you know what I mean? Because like when people deal with trauma, like, I don't know, like he was in his confessional and he was like, oh, I need a minute. Like, we really don't know what that boy went through as a child. Like, we really don't.
It's all a kiki and like the show's all a kiki and stuff, but his situation to me, that's not a kiki.
It's not a kiki
It's
at
really
all. Like, I
not.
really feel like this was not the show for him. Like, they didn't handle his trauma effectively. They did not. I really truly believe he went through something like yikes, and I want to know Kirk Franklin. See, this is why no tea, no shade, not to sidetrack. This is why you can't trust these church folks, because they be all
like Kaya said. Let me stop.
They be all prim and proper, and they come to find out they the devil themselves behind closed doors. I ain't got time.
Not all of them, but some of them, yes. I've experienced that myself.
A good
for
chunk
sure.
of them.
Marquis said he did right because he knows Kirk don't want to air their laundry out, so this is the only way for him to get it out there. This show might be the most therapy he's gonna get. He is going through therapy separately because Larry Reid said that on his show. He was saying how he pays for like Carryon's therapy and everything like that. I guess Larry Reid is sort of like his mentor dad or whatever. So
that's really, really nice. Yeah,
let's talk about Mother Caldwell, right? Let's talk about Mother Caldwell. So Mother Caldwell made sure to call out Mrs. Nunn about her fake designer wear and her
what do you call it?
Her fake lifestyle.
Bags?
Yes, her ooey bags.
And
so this is what Andrew Caldwell had to say. Y'all know Andrew Caldwell is very opinionated, so listen closely.
Ooey, not Louis, but ooey. And Chanela, not Chanel.
Oh.
So let her know when she's able to work real designers, we can sit at this couch.
Oh.
Oh,
Her designers are
okay.
fake.
Oh.
And she's
Wait a
fake
minute.
as her skin can be. Oh, somebody Trump finally.
Oh wow. So Natalie said, ah. You know how she laughs. Fake designer,
Right.
ah. Skin needs to be repaired. Ah. Oh, Andrew, we still love you at Zeus Network. Links in my bio. And she posted, sure, all my designer is fake. Ah. And then she made sure to repost Louis' page. Louis' page, Louis Vuitton's page. Mind you, that looks like a fan page. So pipe down,
Exactly.
Natalie. It's not the official Louis Vuitton page.
Natalie,
I don't know why
first things first.
she thought she ate, but she really was hungry.
Natalie, she definitely thought she ate, but I snatched that shit like a cold Easter dinner plate.
I'm still
Natalie,
here, by the way. I'm just spotlighting you. So if I disappear, just know I'm still here. Yeah.
Oh, but not spotlighting me. I'm over here looking like a hobo, but I hope the girls are living for me. But either way, yeah, girl, she thought she ate, but I definitely snatched that plate like a cold Easter dinner. Okay, that was not giving. What a lot of people don't know is you can get the Louis shopping bags, like the little official Louis shopping bags from eBay, and then put stuff in from the dollar store and act like you went on a Louis shopping spree. So, girl, again, where are the receipts? Where are the receipts? And then one thing about it, girl, Andrew Caldwell wasn't lying. So all you could do was laugh to keep from crying
Right.
because he wasn't lying.
Exactly. And
I
I
don't
know
know.
exactly what you're talking about. I seen this on Instagram where they do the fake little Louis purse and they do the wrap. They wrap the little, it looks like shoelace.
I'm about to do
Which ain't
that
no
next.
problem wrong with that, Natalie. If you do it, your methods of, you know, you give them say if you're doing your methods,
Right.
don't be mad of doing your methods. Like stick to your
Listen,
methods. Let me stop.
there's nothing wrong with balling on a budget
Balling
because
on a
as y'all can
budget.
see, I'm looking like a budget Betty right now. So y'all know I definitely be balling on a budget. There was this one little TikTok where this girl got like the Louis bag and then she put it in this like cute plastic casing or whatever. And it looked really nice. So I'm gonna do that next, child. But yeah, like you can get the Louis bags off of eBay and then put a bunch of shit in it and make it look like, oh, I went Louis. Girl, no, you didn't.
Right.
Natalie, but you know what I will say? You know what I will say about Miss Natalie?
Yeah.
I like how she will allow us to believe that she can laugh with us, you
Right.
know? Like
But
she
deep down,
will,
I know it hurts her. Natalie's very
yeah,
sensitive. She just doesn't show it. Like she's done that a lot to where people have said things about her and she's like, ah, like she'll do the laugh or whatever. Like when
yeah,
people started calling her moon pie face with her smoking and the side of her
right.
face looked like the moon,
That
and she
face
made the
was giving
shirts and
very
everything
much
like that. I know
half
that she
predator.
wasn't happy about that. I just know that for sure. I think that hurt her feelings, and I think she did that so she could kind of like mask her feelings. Natalie does that a lot. She's a very sensitive person, and that's why she falls a lot with
She
people a lot.
has, you can tell. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
all the way real because I've seen Natalie's baby pictures.
Mhm.
How can I say this? Because I don't look that pretty right now too. But you can tell Natalie was not. You can just tell Natalie was bullied growing up. I'm not gonna act like people. Natalie was the ugly girl in class. I said it. You can tell Natalie was the ugly girl in class, and everybody picked on her. And I'm pretty sure she went to predominantly white schools, so she's already not that cute. Then she's biracial. Then she has, ethnic hair. So she was never really the cool girl, and she tried her best to fit in. And then
Right.
she went on Bad Girls Club. She finally was like the belle of the ball, and then it kind of went to her head.
Bambi Bella the
And
boy. You know the song I'm
right.
talking about?
Oh, do you know I don't know the song, but I need to listen to
It's
it?
Azalea Banks.
Shout out to Azealia Banks, girl. We love you. Well, we love
Yeah.
your music. I don't know about we love your
Right,
music.
right, right, right.
We love your music. But yeah, like I think she was a belle of the ball and went to her head. And I think laughing or whatever has
Mask the
been this
pain.
automated defense mechanism in her head. And she's just really good at keeping a game face. Listen, I can empathize because growing up as a gay man myself, bitch, you know, we have to put on confidence really quick. So
Right.
like, you know, me, like, I don't know, like insecure people definitely have a way of using comedy as a defense mechanism because it's just kind
Right.
of like, okay, well, bitch, I don't care. You really do care, but it's okay. It's okay, girl.
Right. Like
That's
we're
what
gonna
you
let you we're gonna let it slide by. But we don't give Natalie her flowers. Like in Johnson's words, you don't give me my flowers. No, Wendy, you didn't give me my flowers.
girl,
I'm
she
going to
said,
give you, Natalie, your flowers. Shouts out to
Miss
Natalie though
Wendy,
for at least
Miss
trying to
Wendy.
produce this show as well as she can. I know we
Mm-hmm.
get on her, rag on her, but like has been one of the only bad girls that has tried to, at least she might have not done it the most honest way by stepping on people, because she has said she will step on anybody to get to where she can. But shout out to her for at least going out there and making something of herself outside of BGC. You get what I'm saying? Because at least she's producing a whole
Definitely.
nother show. Besides Baddies, now she's producing a whole nother show. That's progress. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully the second season is
Definitely.
better. So
You
we're
no
giving
no
we're giving you your flowers, okay? In the words of
Natalie,
Johnson.
Natalie Nine, Natalie
Fine.
Nine, Natalie
Right.
Nine. We're giving you your flowers,
We're
baby. We're
giving you
giving you
your
your flowers. We're,
flowers,
we're,
okay?
we're doing it like it's your b-day.
We're doing it
Doing it
like
like
it's
it's
your
your b-day,
B-Day, baby.
baby. But
Right.
yeah, no. Natalie definitely does deserve her flowers because out of all the bad girls, bitch, you'd think Tanisha would have hopped on the train before she did, but I
Yeah,
will say
after
like
Oxygen died, it's like I feel like Oxygen was backing up Tanisha, and without the Oxygen backing, Tanisha went to nothing. That's just fact.
what the hell happened to like this is my issue with
Yeah,
Tanisha. Tanisha.
Oxygen backed her up a lot. Oxygen got her the talk show. Oxygen let her host all the reunions, let her do all those extra specials, everything like that. Once Oxygen went to crime, Tanisha didn't make a dime.
What? Hello. Okay, I'm rubbing off on you. Just a little wet.
She
Come on,
did it.
poetry.
She did
But yeah,
it.
like Tanisha, like you could have started a damn YouTube channel or something. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess Tanisha's too busy being a mom. So if she wanna be a mom, hey, that's the bomb. But yeah, like I will give Natalie, like, no matter what, there's this kind of certain respect that I have for Natalie
Right.
because she is
Same.
strategic, she is a businesswoman, and she
Same.
is the moment. Come on now.
Exactly. Hey, Black Pop. Someone said she also has been casting producer for other MTV shows that I didn't know. They say I need to put some respect on her name for real. She has been a producer on Floribama Shore for a while now. Oh, that I didn't know. So
Oh, really? Okay, well, shit.
I'm
Listen,
gonna
go
look up the
ahead,
credentials
Natalie.
on that. That's great though.
This
Someone
is the
said,
thing. When it comes to Miss Natalie, I would work with Natalie. I would
yeah,
cover my ass.
right.
Yeah, I would get my
That's where
contracts
the
together.
mistakes are made with some people that work with her, like Tanisha, because they don't cover their ass. They think, oh, we're friends. Kiki, we go on Instagram Live. No.
I'm telling
Contract.
you right now,
Fine.
I would not trust
You feel me?
Natalie as far as I can throw her. And as you can see from my arms, I'm a skinny bitch, so I can't throw her far. The way I would smile in Natalie's face and have contracts out my ass. I'd
Right.
be like, oh, Natalie, I love you. Sign this, and sign this. Because I'm not playing with you, bitch. Mm-mm.
Exactly. I disagree. I think Natalie was one of those girls that thought she was cute just because she was light skinned, then got on TV and learned the truth that she's not that it girl. Like what Rolling Ray said, you thought you were the it girl, Santana.
Child,
That's true. I
he
believe in
said,
that too.
I came back from the dead, and you
And
still
they
not that
told me you're
girl.
not that girl. They
Okay.
say, yeah, look it up. She has a good resume. Even from Lauren from BGC is a producer on it. That I know about. I know Lauren from BGC 6 is a huge casting producer for like reality shows and stuff like that.
I had no idea.
Yeah, huge casting
Okay.
producer for reality shows.
Shout out to these bad girls.
Right.
Yes. I love to see
CHP
it.
Inc. in the comments. Yes, the song is Fierce by Azalea Banks, by the way. See, yes, baby,
Hello,
Banks to the
shout out to
moon,
Azalea. I
baby,
will be
to the
checking that. I will be checking that out.
That song,
You
I'm
love it.
telling you, is one of the best. Literally, she has a part in that song. It's a guy in the song. I guess it's a drag queen. He goes, you know, the other day a queen asked me, "Do you think you're fierce?" And then he said, "Of course." He said, "All queens think they're fierce." He said, "All queens ain't me." I said, ah. And then the song starts going after that. I said, "Does that make sense?" I
And
just wish
that's
she wasn't
on
like a weirdo, but
individuality.
she snaps. She snaps. She snaps. She snaps. So another thing I wanted to talk about was Derell. So Derell confronted Joseline. Speaking of giving somebody their flowers, he wanted his flowers for Bad Boys Club and confronted Joseline because if you guys don't know, Joseline blocked Derell from Bad Boys Club and they were cool, I guess, before the show. So I guess Derell ended up running into Joseline in the clubs, and this is what happened.
Okay.
So this was posted by Roly Poly, and this was on Bad Boys Club T on Instagram. You already know. So this is basically what happened. Johnson retweeted, said Bad Boys LA lame AF, retweeted that. Yeah.
I think Natalie and Jocelyn must have had words or something because she said the show was whack. And I tweeted Jocelyn and was like, I think that's fucked up that you feel that way because I dedicated a whole scene to her in the show, like to her song. So I was like, I think that was fucked up that she would even say something like that when I watch her show all the time and show her nothing but love and appreciation.
And then Derell posted good, and then Jocelyn blocked him, right? So he went in the clubs and basically was like, was tea or whatever, and I guess they came to a resolution, and they are now cool. So what do you think about Jocelyn basically not supporting other Zeus shows besides her own? Because if it's not the cabaret, she doesn't care about anything and doesn't want to give them their flowers.
This is the thing. Okay. When it comes to Jocelyn not supporting other Zeus shows, she's not entitled to support other Zeus shows. I'm not saying that what she's doing is right, but what I'm saying is when you're on a network like that, just be focused on yourself. Don't look for support from other people on the network because Hollywood is a cutthroat industry. So as long as you're focused on what you need to do and what you can control, whoever supports is going to support and whoever watches is going to watch. So if Jocelyn doesn't like it, Jocelyn doesn't like it. We know Jocelyn is a narcissist. And then, second thing, Derell, okay, if you devoted a whole scene to her, whoopty fucking woo, like that doesn't. I just feel like this issue is so nonsensical. Like, I understand they're all on the Zeus network. So they believe that they're a family and everybody is supposed to support everybody. That's not how it works. At the end of the day, everybody is in their own lane. Focus on your own lane and just do what you need to do to come through. Derell, as a gay man, I do my best to not beef with women because I'm not fighting your nigga. I'm not fighting your nigga. I'm not doing that. So, Derell, you over here going back over Jocelyn. If Ballistic would have came and went ballistic on you, then it would have been a hate crime. Okay? So,
the
I
last
just
thing we
feel
need
like
is Ballistic beats balls to come out there and bust balls in a
he
ballistic manner.
Because he already done chin check to Amber. Okay?
Oh,
And Milan already gave you a run for your money. So I just feel like if Jocelyn did not want to support, okay, fuck Jocelyn. Girl, y'all still getting other people who are supporting, and that's all that matters.
right.
I just think this issue is so like everybody on Zeus is on crack. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm sorry, like
allegedly.
It's just like allegedly.
Because Jocelyn gonna see it, she gonna look at this stream and be like, we gotta take his stage down. I'm not on crack. I'm on clock.
Jocelyn, you and Ballistic, y'all come over here. I'm calling the police. I'm not doing that with you. I'm not doing that with you. You don't know where I live. Don't put your hands on me. Do not put your hands on me. I'm not from the hood. I don't do that. I will call the police. I'm dead serious. Back it up. Where's your wristband? But yeah, I just feel like this whole issue is just so dumb. I just feel like Derell, you truly don't have a reason to be mad at Jocelyn. You're mad because she said Bad Boys LA is lame as fuck. Okay, from episode 1, bitch, y'all were done. It was lame at the first episode. Now I'm glad that people are, continuing to tune in and give y'all a chance, but
right.
Girl, like, if Jocelyn don't want to support, Jocelyn don't have to support. Like, that just is what it is. Like,
That's true.
you want to throw a temper
But I
tantrum?
do feel like the thing is, Jocelyn has gotten so much success from the cabaret that she feels like other Zeus shows should be thanking her. But it's like, you gotta think about it. The first show that really put Zeus on the map was Black China, not the cabaret.
Let's
Secondary,
what?
not primary.
Let's talk about it, but they're not ready for that combo. Let's talk about it. But Jocelyn, this is the thing. When it comes to Jocelyn, Jocelyn's been narcissistic. So I'm not surprised by her behavior because you can tell she's very self-centered. Let's not forget the way she left Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
Jocelyn is a very narcissistic type of person. So I did not expect her to be so like, oh, Natalie, shout out to you for doing the bad boy. I didn't expect her to give all of that, but that's just me. So,
and other news too, there's two people that made up, and you won't believe who. I couldn't find the video, but I'll try to find it. Soon to make another video about it. Natalie and Jocelyn. Right? I know.
Not
Jaw
the
drop.
two.
I'm so mad I couldn't
not
find the
the
video
two
before recording this, but I was just like, I have to go live tonight.
Not the two narcissistic
right.
Nancy's making up.
Right. Luml's birthday party that was, I think, Saturday, right? They had his birthday party, I think, Sunday.
Okay.
Which we're going to talk about Mangina fighting at his birthday party. Natalie and Jocelyn were both there, and then Luml was basically showing a little video of all three of them, like, all cool. But I really feel like they just did it for the video. And I feel like afterwards, Jocelyn probably walked away, was like, this stupid beach. Like, you feel me? Like,
you already know.
I just doubt that she's going to be tweeting Natalie or texting Natalie, like, hey, girl, where's Zeus co-workers? Ha, ha, ha. Like,
let me tell you something. Jocelyn and Natalie are two birds of a feather that will not flock together. They are just, you know what they give me? They give me Kenya and Nene energy.
Right. No, Kenya and Portia. Kenya and Nene could get along. It's Kenya and Portia. Nene's just hard-headed. It's Kenya and Portia. They'll never get along. To me, they'll never be friends.
I don't know what it is about those two, but yeah, child, they will never, the unity will never.
Don't judge me, but I'm Team Kenya. Sorry.
Oh, girl, you already know I'm Team Kenya too.
You don't know why? I see Portia and her BS.
Let me tell you something, not to get sidetracked. Now, originally, when it first had, like, you know, when they first came on, I was Team Portia. I was like, Portia's so nice. Why is Kenya so mean? This is when I switched sides. Season 12.
Right. When they were friends.
And Kenya really tried.
Right.
Kenya, I want y'all to watch season 12 back.
Right.
Kenya tried to be friends with that girl, but the minute Nene came in with her big moose face, and Portia was, oh, it was so hard without you.
Right.
Portia flipped the goddamn script. Like, Kenya was not being a good friend to her the whole entire goddamn time. Now, do I feel like Kenya was mean to Portia originally because of jealousy? I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I do believe Kenya...
That's what she was with Cordell.
Okay, yes. But I do believe when Kenya said, okay, I'm ready to move on to season 12, she was being genuine.
Right.
So, I don't trust Portia. I don't trust her.
Me either. And I feel like she's low-key undercover homophobe, but that's what's up. But anyway, let's talk about Mangina. So they had Luml's birthday party, and Mangina. Oh, Naomi's dream. Shout out to Naomi's dream. She said Jocelyn doesn't see the bigger picture. What I think Naomi means by that, and I agree with that too. You have to think about the bigger picture. If the network wins, you win, Jocelyn. Jocelyn doesn't think about that. She thinks that if she wins, that's it. I don't care about anybody else.
Yeah, Jocelyn is very like narrow-minded. She very much is.
So it's sad. Like, you really got to think like that. Like, if the network wins, you win.
Before we jump into the next topic,
right?
I gotta go tinkle. I'm gonna be right back, girl. This bladder of the 2-year-old. I'm gonna be right back.
I'm gonna play the Mangina video. I'm gonna play it when you come back.
Okay, got you.
Gotcha. All right, so Mangina, y'all, went to Luml's birthday party and got into a whole fight. I don't know if it was with the security. It looked like it was the security. Mangina snatched off that wig, all that stuff, right? Oh yeah, Portia goes by Isosia now. Oh yeah, that's Portia's African name that she goes by, that Simon Gobadia gave her. I wonder if she ends up moving to Africa, will she be on Young, Famous, and African? That would be a great addition. I think that would make it interesting. It'll give Zada a run for her money. So, y'all, anybody here that watch Young, Famous, African, comment down below. Let me know. That would be a lit ass addition. So yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. This is Mangina basically fist fighting his ass off at the party.
It doesn't matter. Tell me my birthday motherfucker too. You got the wrong bitch and I don't fuck about no police. Because I'm not a motherfucking sergeant. Okay. They be so
That's how you know Mangina bold. For you to come at the police sergeant, them standing against the wall like that, that could have ended up really, really bad. Here's a better video of Mangina going off, y'all. This was all at Luml's birthday party. Luml's probably like, oh my God, I shouldn't have invited these ghetto ass niggas and bitches to my shit. I should have just had a Zeus staff and a couple of my producers, Joseline and Natalie, and called it a day and not invited all of these cast members. So this is more of Gutta, I say Gutta, of Mangina going off.
Period.
That's security. When you come back outside, y'all gonna have to stay for all motherfucking night. Y'all gonna have to stay all motherfucking night. Good morning, bitch.
Period.
Y'all motherfuckers get out here.
Period.
That's security. When you come back outside, y'all gonna have to stay for all motherfucking night. Y'all gonna have to stay all motherfucking night. Good morning, bitch.
So it looks like he was wanting to fight the security guard, like one of the security guards of the party. I guess they did something to Mangina. They probably sized him up or like called him like a man, even though Mangina is not transgender. Mangina goes as male, just so you guys know. Mangina doesn't identify as a female. So I said Mangina going to write a check that his ass can't cash one day, doing entirely too much. You want to be a lady so bad, act like a lady. That's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't identify as that. So it's like, to me, he's like a drag like queen, and like he's a feminine guy who dresses in women's clothing, because he doesn't identify as trans also. So he's really just a femme queen in my opinion. So yeah. And you're back. So yeah,
I am back like a heart attack. So yes, I just want to go ahead and address this because as Mangina has said this, Mangina does not identify as female. So when I'm using male pronouns,
that's what I was just saying.
Yeah, Mangina. So he was trying to fight a security guard.
Was trying to find a whole security guard. I'm gonna play the video now again. A whole security guard. I don't know why.
Let's see this video. Child, they probably think I'm on coke. I hit a pen. Calm down. They think I'm on that Doja Cat shit. No, I'm not.
Oh Lord.
Let's see this video, child.
It's 2 videos. I'm gonna play the first one first. So this is the longer one, and this is courtesy of Reality TMZ on Instagram.
What is Mangina wearing?
Make sure you guys go there and follow them. So here we go.
Really closely.
It's not the best quality, y'all.
Yeah.
It's not the best quality with that
Mhm.
video, but as you guys can see, he was going off with the sergeant standing. And why Luml got all these damn security guards at his police officers at his party as if he's Jay-Z, but that's besides the point. You know what I saw? And I'm gonna post this video soon because I recorded it when my StreamYard was acting stupid. So I'm not gonna, you guys are gonna see my face in the video, but it's gonna be audio. I talked about Luml's interview that he did with Claudia Jordan and Fox Soul, right? And he's shady. You know why? He dissed for there's this up and coming network called For Us By Us called Fubu.
Yes.
He said, "Oh, he was talking about networks and stuff." He was like, "That little network, Fubu." I'm like, "That little network." I was like, "You're very shady, Mr. Luml."
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you something. If you remember, and this was a quick promo, so you might not. Santana was supposed to do a show with Zeus. It was supposed to be like a dating show or something.
Right.
And then I remember when Natalie had mentioned Santana on Zeus. Santana was like, "Oh, why are you mentioning me? Zeus wanted to do a show or blah 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 blah." I think Luml might be mad about that. Now, when it comes to the interview, I will say this. Am I mad at Lemmy? No, because of course he's not going to get on record and say that his network is trash. So the way he was flipping it, smacking it,
He's
and
a
rubbing it down.
effort. That's the type of person you do not want to date because you could tell them, I'm tired of how you're treating me, and then they'll turn into, you just said that I'm a piece of crap and that that I don't deserve you, and it's just like you just completely twisted
Let me tell
what
you
I
something.
said and played mental gymnastics. It's crazy.
He is a mental gymnast like nobody's business. He is a
Nobody's
PR professional. He is a PR professional, and I'm not even gonna lie. The way he was flipping it, like when he said he was like, "Oh, are you calling my subscribers crackheads?" I said, "This
Right.
man is." I
He's
said, "This
very
man is."
smart with how he twisted, but Funky went to the school of economics or whatever he always says.
Hello.
So he's very, very smart. So he was able to catch it. And I was too. During the whole thing, I was gagging because I'm like, wow, had that have been me, I would have been catching it because he's smart. He's quick with the mental gymnastics. And if
Girl,
you're not a
Funky
quick person
Daniva.
to catch it, you're going to be
Mhm.
like, but Funky caught it.
No,
I just wish
Funky.
Claudia Jordan was able to
Funky.
keep more control of the interview because to me,
Mhm.
I'm gonna drop the video soon. She let Tua loose the whole thing. Like she didn't like keep it structured and let one person talk at a time. She was just like, guys, stop. I was like, this your show, Claudia. You show something. Hey, stop. You talk. Stop. You talk. Like you know what I'm saying? It's your show.
Claudia Jordan knew. She was like, "I'm not even gonna mediate nothing. I'm gonna let these girls freaking congregate, dissipate, and do what they need to do because this video is gonna go viral regardless." So I'm not even mad at Claudia. I am not gonna lie. The way he was flipping it, smacking it, and rubbing it down in his favor, I said, "You are a PR professional." I was like, "This is kind of cute." I was like, "Okay, well, I might need to hit you up, and
When
I might need
people
a
were saying in
PR
the comments that the
person."
reason why Claudia was not coming too hard against Zeus is because Claudia wants more Zeus gigs.
You already know she does. I mean, I don't know what the Zeus gig checks are giving for her, but because she has experience, I'm assuming she
Right,
knows how to
right,
negotiate.
very much. Those
She's
reunion checks
definitely
are very chunky. Someone said,
she's definitely getting some
"Wow."
coin.
And Funky Dineva read Lemmy like a book child. I lived when he said there is no cabaret. I went there myself. Lemmy just put his head
There's
down.
no cabaret. Girl, they have yet to pop a dance, pop a squat, pop lock and drop. It's not bopping to the top at all. But when it comes to Miss Mangina, Mangina.
Yeah.
I think Mangina, cause Mangina, if the security guard would have beat your ass, girl, you would have been trying to comment. You would have been trying to claim a hate crime and trying to get a good dime. So I'm just trying to figure out why you're so aggressive. I feel like when it comes to Mangina, this is my issue with Mangina.
Yeah.
You're not trans at all.
Right.
Now, if you want to be androgynous, that's perfectly fine. If you want to,
Right.
if you want to do the gender fluidity, give it to the girls, give prosperity. But the thing about it is, you weren't even giving any of that until Zeus casted you for One More Chance. So it's kind of as if you're putting on this character and then you just want people to
He's
be
cooning.
okay.
That's
Oh,
see, I was
okay.
right.
Right, because girl, just all the bullshit, it just made me sneeze. I just couldn't take it. But yeah, when it comes to Mangina, it's just kind of like you weren't even giving gender fluidity. Like you
Right.
were giving very much like, okay, you're a gay boy. Now you want to throw on these wigs and these units and everything like that. And then it makes it hard for the girls like me. Now, right now, I'm not dressed up, giving y'all gender fluidity, but y'all know
Right.
what the fuck I mean. Like, he just perpetuates a negative stereotype, but then again, Zeus is built on the
Right.
perpetuation of negative stereotypes, so I'm not gonna be mad. I just don't understand why you're over here trying to fight security. I don't get it. Like, Mangina, just calm the hell down. Just calm the hell down. And when it comes to Lemmy, the way he was just flipping it, smacking it, and rubbing it down in his favor, I don't know why. I thought it was so attractive. I was like, okay, I need him as my PR person. I was, this
Who,
guy cute. Like,
Lemmy?
yeah, no, like, okay, I don't know what it is about Lemmy, but he has like,
Yeah, he has a swagger too. Let me gives a little bit. I just wish he wasn't so skinny, but then he probably has a third leg.
yes. Lemmy,
You heard me?
I need him to gain like an extra 10 pounds. And I know I'm anorexic, so I can't say too much. But like, let me
You know, he gives the very much. This is Lemmy. This is Lemmy. So like, like I built the Zeus network, guys. You don't own a network, Funky. Okay, you don't own a network. Um, I think our network, it's thriving network, and like it's
okay.
building up to be something that's gonna be amazing. We have other things coming on the platform. That's what he's.
I don't know what that is, but he was being so manipulative and it was just giving me everything I needed to give. I was like,
Right,
this
like
is
that,
so
like that, like listen, it's like that dickhead person that is gonna mind fuck you, but then they're attracted.
yes. Like I was like, okay, I know what you're doing, so you're not gonna mind fuck me, but like me and you can team up and we can just mind fuck the world. Like this is
Everybody.
really cute. So yeah,
Funky
yeah.
was a little shook. I'm not gonna lie. I
Okay.
do. He held his own. Don't get me wrong, but like the old Funky, I feel like Funky lost a little bit of his spunk. Because had that
Yeah,
have been Funky
definitely.
5 years ago, he would have been like, "Oh, they ratchet ass show." Like, but then he's being professional. I get it, but I feel
Yeah.
like older Funky would have went a little harder at him.
Yeah,
But
no,
still kept it
Funky has definitely collared
zened
it
it
up
out. It's
and
because the
watered it
checks have
down.
increased, so he's increased the behavior
Hello. Yeah,
more
no, Funky
appropriately.
definitely collared it up and watered it down. So I could kind of see why he wasn't really like going there with Lemmy, but I saw what type of dinner party Lemmy was going to. I saw what kind of dinner party Funky Dineva was going to, and I was like,
Mhm.
okay, we all see each other. We all see each other in this moment
We
right
see
here.
each other.
Okay, what? But yeah, like Mangina, Mangina is Mangina, child. Mangina is man motherfucking Gina.
It's sad. Like to me, here's another clip
Mm-hmm.
of the night.
Period. Period. Period.
Y'all motherfuckers get African American.
Period.
Did he take his wig
Period.
off?
Period.
He took his wig off.
You sign up, bitch. That's security. When he come back outside, y'all gonna have to stay for all motherfucking night. Y'all gonna have to stay all motherfucking night. Good morning, bitch.
Period.
So as y'all can see,
Period.
right?
Mangina. Mangina is the epitome of the gay boys that make it hard.
Right.
for the gay men like us. Yeah, they
That's
truly
true.
do. Yeah. He is the he is just
To me, he's very much trash. He needs to do better, in my
he
opinion.
needs
That's
to
why he
do
hasn't gotten
completely
on any
better.
other shows, especially on the Zeus network.
Did
Last
he
time we
take
see him
his
was One More
did he
Chance
take
season
his
2, and then that's it.
did he take his wig off?
And we saw the fade.
Oh wow, the fade.
We saw the
Because
fade.
Mangina, you're a man. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're a man. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't sit here and act as if you are. I think what kind of rubs me wrong about Mangina is that basically, in a nutshell, you exploited another
Right.
community for your come up.
Right.
If you wanted to be a gay boy, nothing wrong with that. But if you know you're not really androgynous, if you know you're not trans, then don't sit here and put the presentation as if you are, because you did. Whether you know it or not, a lot of people are under the impression that you are trans, that you
Trans.
are
That's
gender
what is
fluid.
annoying because he doesn't claim that. So it's like it's irritating.
Exactly. And he's very rude with it. Like he's like, "Oh, I'm not a tranny," and da 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 da. And I'm just like, Mangina, what are people
Right.
supposed to think in 2022 when you're showing up on the camera with wigs and makeup? He's just
Exactly.
he's just an embarrassment to the community. And if he wants to fight, he don't know where I live, so he not gonna touch me.
Homosexual said in the comments, and thank you, homosexual, because I see you all around the channel supporting me. So thank you so much. Said I'm late to the party. What happened? You have to watch the replay after I end this. And what I'm gonna start doing now,
Mm-hmm.
just so you guys know, I'm gonna start uploading this like again because YouTube is weird. When you go live, it's like hidden from your channel for like a little bit, for like a day, and then it pops up. So what I'm gonna do is like upload it again. I'm gonna ask
Mm-hmm.
Naomi because I need to talk to Naomi because like YouTube is like it be tripping me out because like what I like to see, basically what I'll do is I'll go I'll log out of my channel and then Google my channel and then I'll see if the live is up. Like if I could be able to watch the live, let's say if I was at Evner Entertainment, and then it's not there until like a day later. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna download it and upload it again, just so you guys could do the
Yeah, I know
playback and
what
watch
you're
that immediately.
I definitely know what you're referring to, because when we did the live last week, I was like,
Right.
"Oh, let me go see," and then I was like, "Oh, well, I guess I'll put it up later." I don't know. It's
Right.
his channel, so
Right.
whatever he wants to do.
So what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do now is
that's
just download
weird.
it, upload it. It's annoying. So you guys are gonna
Mhm.
see it twice. You guys might end up seeing it on your subscription feed and then upload it again, just so you guys know. So I'm gonna read some
Mhm.
fan questions, some fan answers, and then I'm gonna end it right here because we went on long, baby. Someone said Lemmy looks like one of those nerdy boys that's extra freaky and disgusting in bed.
No, this is the thing. When it comes to Lemon Pepper, you can tell, just like Natalie, he wasn't the cool kid in class. He was not the cool kid in class at all. But he's one of those nerdy guys where his intelligence finally paid off, and the fame, the notoriety, the praises went to his head, and now he just thinks he's the top shop in the boss and all this other stuff. But let me but I don't know. It's about let me like me and him could be cute together. Like we're both skinny, so
Not you
I
liking
think
Lemmy Pepper. Someone said I
I
don't
don't
think he
know.
truly
I don't
knows
know what
what
it
he
is
wants
about
to
him.
identify yet. I definitely still trying to figure out. Probably he's scared. With Manjana, I think that's the truth as well.
You know what? I will say this. Maybe Mangina. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like I will say for me, like well, I'm not gonna say that right now.
It's another lie. That's another day.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll say,
Right.
can y'all
Exactly.
do Big Legs Baddies Collection next? Naomi did that. The season just ended, so there's no point of me going back and doing it. But go to Naomi Dream's channel. I believe some of the videos are up. I know she had an issue with that on her channel, but she covered it on her channel too.
Where
So
did
thank
that
Naomi for
even?
supporting.
Where did the Big Lex Betty? Where did that air?
On Now That's TV.
Is that an app?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Zeus. It's like Zeus. It's
Got
like
you.
another
Got
version
you.
of Zeus.
Got you.
It's like someone said his name is literally Mangina.
Yeah.
Someone said exactly Lemmy's kind of hot low key. I just want to know he eats all kind of A now. Now that he has a platform.
Let me say something about Lemmy. I don't know anything about Lemmy, so I don't even know what I was gonna tell you. I'm just inferring, but I think Lemmy.
You know he has a third leg.
I don't know what it is, but ever since that interview, I was just like, oh, this man is kind of cute. Like, I don't know why that manipulative gaslighting techniques just gave me what it needed to give, but I was just like, oh, we would be cute together. I don't want to be on Zeus. I would host, but I'm not gonna be a Bad Boys Club. But like, it's something about Lemmy where it's kind of like he has a really good talk game. You can tell. So I'm just like, okay. And then I like black preppy guys. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but I like black guys that act preppy. So let me call me babe.
Okay. So thank you so much for joining the live. Tell us where we can find you on socials and everything like that.
Yes, so y'all can go ahead and find me at Get With Lou. The name is right there. Come on through on TikTok. So Get With Lou on TikTok.
So, and
Get
that's
With Lou.
GETWITHLU.
What? On TikTok. And then y'all can find me at Looks with Lou on Instagram.
And
And
I'll leave
that
all
is
that social media information in the bio because I've been meaning to do that. I didn't do that for the last two. So just so you know, I'm going to do that. Leave that in the bio. So please go and support him. Thank you guys so much for coming.
yes.
Y'all, I could barely talk because I told y'all before, I'm a preschool photographer. So my voice, y'all, it is why I've been coughing too. Not only I'm around a lot of kids, they be getting me sick. I strain my voice a lot because I change my voice when I'm doing the photos or whatever because they're kids. You have to make them laugh. I'd be like, "Hi guys!" Like, you see that tone I just dropped?
Right. Yeah.
Throat is gone. That's why after the